Oh, it's September 21st, and we get to talk about hockey. And not just that, winning hockey. All right, it's a preseason game. But hey, let's enjoy what we got, all right? Let's break down the Sharks and Golden Knights right now here on Teal Town After Dark. And a good evening to you. Sunday night, September 21st, 2025. The Sharks are victorious in their first preseason game by a score of 3-0 over the Vegas Golden Knights. Yes, it doesn't count, but hey, let's embrace it. Let's talk about what we saw right now here on Teal Town After Dark. This is your live interactive Sharks post game. This is how we do it after every single game. So if you're new to us, come on in. If you're been around with us for a while, thanks for coming back to us. So if you want to be part of the show, chat with us and fellow Sharks fans all over the world and in Sharks territory on the YouTube page or the app. If you're watching us on the replay, leave a comment down below on what you thought of the game this evening. You, of course, follow us on the socials and find everything at tealtownusa.com. Of course, we appreciate if you would help us out and support the show by doing so at Venmo at tealtownusa, or if you're watching us live, go right ahead and use us on the super chat option on YouTube. With that, I say good evening to you, Mr. Tyler. How art thou?
I do well, especially since we have good things to talk about with the San Jose Sharks.
Absolutely. It's been a bit. It's been a while. It's been a while since we talked a hockey game right now. Sorry. Sorry. I swear I was going to not do any more karaoke.
I was about to say, I thought karaoke was normally like a Tuesday activity.
Yeah, no, but or when I go see Wheel of Fortune alumni in Reno. And trust me, they don't want me to do it again either. So, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for jumping in. Let's go through the chat really quick of comments. Yeah, Dallas Stars. You're a little late for that one, but okay. All right, Kevin Way. Well, that was fun. Pretty happy with everyone in the lineup tonight. Nice first preseason game. Sharks light versus Henderson plus in terms of rosters. You're not wrong.
Some of those players, you'd be a little stretched to even say they were Henderson.
I think they're bulking up like Vancouver used to, just like add a bunch of guys on PTO. I'm kidding. Yeah. Kidding. Noah Collins, thanks for joining us. Gotta enjoy beating VGK because it sure ain't gonna happen regularly. You're not wrong, my friend.
There's a chance.
Oh, yes. We played VGK's rookie face-off team, but hey, we won. Right? You know,
fair.
A clean sweep for the guys in Teal and a fresh start. If you count the rookie face-off, 3-0 for the year so far. Yeah, I mean, I like hearing the positivity, Tyler. Here, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Cole Clayton.
Yeah, Cole Clayton. I believe he. Yeah.
He's going to be
he was playing defense, wasn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. He was a
third line defense with. Who was on the line with them? I can't remember who was third pair. But yeah, I know that he definitely was more of a physical presence in this game than we've previously had in the other two rookie face-off games. Yeah, I mean, still somebody that's going to need some experience before he can, truly play up with the Sharks, but was definitely not feeling out of place amongst the crowd that we had here today.
No, I thought everybody was in decent shape. Yeah, poor Cags had to do the goalie slide on earlier when he lost his skate steal there. But let's get at it. It's good to see all of you in here. 60 people. My goodness, for a preseason game, I am loving it. Somebody
for hockey.
on a Sunday night, and that tells you how people are excited for our Sharks hockey this season. Yeah, it may be another rough build year, but I think everybody's. I mean, Tyler, let's be honest here. I think everybody's excited. There should be definitely be seeing some more improvements.
Oh, absolutely. I know there's been a lot of talk about cleaning your webcam there.
Nobody
But
did this.
no, there's been a lot of talk about how many points the team's going to improve this year, and I've seen a lot of people talking about almost 20 points. I'm not really one for making those estimates, but I definitely think that this is a team that, especially in a weaker Pacific Division, we aren't looking to be the bottom of the barrel this year. We're probably looking to be more middle to even possibly like around a possible playoff berth in the Pacific.
Hey, as long as they're competing for a playoff spot by the deadline, that would be nice. I get it, but we'll see. But hey, stranger things have happened, my friend. So let's get at this game. A pretty quiet first period, like we've usually seen here. They were out shooting. Vegas was out shooting the Sharks 9-4. Penalty apiece each way that got killed off. But I mean, definitely felt like their nerves were starting to come out a little bit for a first preseason game. The kids are nervous. I mean, heck, you have Michael Misa on making his I guess you can kind of say his professional exhibition debut, but
I believe this is the first game he was in Teal.
besides the rookie faceoff.
No. I don't believe they ever wore the Teal jerseys.
Oh, you're being technical. I get you. Yeah, no, you right. I like that. Cool. Yeah. I mean, what did you take from Misa in his debut?
Misa in his debut, there was a couple of sparks that I definitely saw, primarily in the second period. They came a little rocky out in the first, but there was a couple of plays, specifically passes he was making that were definitely setting up some opportunities for other players. I'm still waiting for some of the outright skill that I know that he has. I do want to see him shoot more, especially in these rookie games, because these are not just for other players; these are also for him to show off his abilities.
Yeah, I think it's nice. It's definitely getting a long look, and I wouldn't be surprised if he plays a good chunk of the preseason. I mean, obviously, Will Smith was in the lineup. Macklin Celebrini, who was dealing with illness for, I think, right at the get-go. And granted, he was bouncing all over the place before camp even started. Caught a little bit of a bug. So he didn't play tonight. But go ahead. You were going to say something.
Well, I heard that he might have been taking some antibiotics today, so it might be a little bit more of an infection kind of thing that was keeping him from not playing today.
Yeah, so we got to be careful with that. We don't want to get the whole squads. Let's be honest. Parts of Wichita and of course the CUDA and everything with going like that. But in the second period, while I think it was Howden that took a interference call on Afanasayev, John Klingberg.
Mm-hmm.
Newbie, love to see a shot from the point to go in. I think this is going to be one of the nicer pickups the Sharks had.
Yeah. The Letty Klingberg pair definitely started out a bit rough. A lot of the team started out rough in the first, but Letty and Klingberg were definitely they're getting to grips with each other. And I think that was the primary goal of this game in particular for them, is just get used to playing together. You're probably going to be playing a lot during the season together.
Learn that chemistry.
Yeah, line chemistry. Let's get it started now. Let's get it started early. But no, it was nice that they were able to, show what it is as a veteran player that they were able to stay calm and collective. And the goal that it was Klingberg, I
Yes.
thought, or was
Yeah, it was
Klingberg's
Klingberg.
goal, was just a smart shot. He saw that the goalie was blind up front because we had at least 2 Sharks and at least another Golden Knight in front, and there was just a lot of traffic. Puts it in a tough to see area.
I love having traffic in front. Those of you who've been around to hear me talk about this for years, I've always liked that Tomas Holmstrom guy who's going to just, I would say, borderline agitate in front of the net. And if you can get good traffic, you just get in the way. You just never know. We've seen it many times when it happens against the Sharks, so that's for sure. 7:18 the time of the goal with that. Toffoli with a nice setup on there for the power play goal. That made it 1-0. And then late in the period, it's kind of tic-tac-toe-ish, but I love this play, how Will Smith connected it to Sam Dickinson to Skinner for the 2-0 goal near the end of the second.
Fantastic. Do you have a clip that you're going to play? Or?
If you want to give me a moment, you can, just keep talking for a second. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, no. It was absolutely gorgeous. Definitely one of the, as much as I don't think we'd ever call Smith a veteran player in the NHL, it was definitely something that he was able to slow it down because he is used to this at least to some extent. He was able to slow it down. He kept his head up, and he saw that Dickinson was free on the other side and sent a beautiful spin pass right over to him. And then, Dickinson, the thing that's been standing out most is how good he is at getting those passes in, almost like, what Joe used to be known for is just threading passes through and getting the people that otherwise wouldn't be able to get there.
Yeah. No, definitely. And you see the pass pulled up. Dickinson was coming in to pitch in, which is nice. Beautiful play, and Skinner going to the net.
Yep. Skinner, as much as, he is definitely a vet and an excellent goal scorer, he's just there he's in good placement. The other two, they did the work, and they fed Skinner his dinner.
I didn't know we were rhyming tonight. Shoot, we're going to create a rap too. It's just a musical, show tonight.
I'm a little white for that.
Oh,
Marshall Mathers might be Slim Shady. I can't be called Slim.
Hey, that's because he had a lot of mom spaghetti there. Okay, we'll
that
stop.
Is true.
We'll stop. Felix in the chat is saying, so we got 2 stick handlers in net now with Nedeljkovic and the fold A. And Ned getting some love in the chat here. Ned looks solid.
I also do know we had a super chat.
Oh, did we? Dag nabbit. I see. That's just what happens when I'm trying to try to get all the specials.
You're multitasking. I know. You're looking up a bunch of stats.
Yes. Jerry F. with the $2 super chat. As always, good to have you. Our super chats do go help to keep the lights on, keep the website running, and get a lot of other things. Maybe some merch this year. We'll see. I think it'll be fun. My son William and I always love a Sharks win. Absolutely, Jeff. Or Jerry F. See, this is why we do preseason games, so that way I can get these stumbles out of the way, and in opening night, I'm only making a couple. All right.
Are you saying your career as a color commentary might be in jeopardy right now?
Quick story. Silly me. I had messaged Dan Rusanowski way back in the day and asked him, hey, I know it's always been like players and coaches and that have always been the analysts. I was like, why don't you just have random me? I know my stuff. And he's like, I understand you played junior B in Oakland, but we need somebody that's a little more familiar. Like, okay. Rusi, as always, very nice. Appreciate it. So, Chivo, we will get to that in just a little bit here because yikes. Let me start that one. Oh my gosh. But Dank also saying, besides the goal, was much impressed with Skinner.
Yes, I mean, Skinner, it's weird. I didn't think that he was particularly impressive, but also just that I don't think that this game was really meant for him, and he kind of played like it. It's like, yeah, I mean, he placed himself very well. He was never defensively an issue. And yeah, he was in position to get a goal. I think there was one time where I do wish he had shot that he was choosing to make a pass in front of the net. But again, I think he was very much playing. This isn't my my game to show off.
No, I get it. It's simple, nothing to get crazy about. But let's be honest here. 1-year deal, might be wanting to try to redeem himself for after finally making the playoffs, only getting in for a handful with Edmonton, including I think just one in the Stanley Cup final over the last season. Dave B. Pilot, good to see you, my friend. Cagnoni was the best player on the ice this game and best defensive player as well. I've always loved Cagnoni's game. I know height disparaging kind of gets into him, but you know what? I still think, I think he's proved to kind of defeat all of those naysayers about that.
I think he is probably of the Sharks' development system. I'll say he's definitely the strongest offensive forward I think that we have. Especially when he was first joining the Sharks, the thing that stood out to me the most was how well he was able to kill penalties and really apply pressure when we were on the penalty kill.
Yeah, and they continue to say Cags look really comfortable out there. Dave saying 6/7 worth is what Mike is shooting for. 6-7. No, okay. We're continuing the musical.
Don't know that
here.
one.
Don't know that one. Okay. And then you have the empty netter with Toffoli. I mean, nice flip out. Dickinson getting his second point of the night to get that. Little things. I mean, I know it's just preseason, but little things is always nice to see, even in preseason, when you want to get things going.
Yeah, there was a couple of times where Toffoli really pulled out some moves that I don't recall seeing previously. I think it was somewhat late in the third period. He deked out a couple of the Golden Knights, and I can't remember if he took the shot or if he passed it, but it was just surprising to see because I never really thought him as a deker.
No, just one of those go to net guys. In fact, yeah, I think he had he stole a pass from a Knights defender, threw it out to Musty. Musty just didn't get to finish it up, but I mean, still, nonetheless, you're getting scoring chances. I think I mentioned that to you when we were watching the game on Discord. So, all in all, I mean, good things to see. I know there were some people in the chat saying, "Oh, frickin', a strong truck can you stop with the penalties?"
There were a lot of stupid penalties that were taken. I think even Michael Misa just randomly tripped the goalie for some reason.
Yeah. Snipe City, if you're watching, shout out to you for mentioning. Yeah, that looks like beer league stuff. I was like, yeah, very beer league. Got to be better than that, gang. Can't, because somebody might go after you, especially if the goaltender goes down awkwardly. So look at that. So, but 24 save shutout for Alex Nedeljkovic, and he gets that and off to a good start for the Sharks indeed.
Absolutely. For better or for worse, I don't really feel like he was that challenged. I mean, people were saying that he looked solid, and I agree. I don't think it's really a knock against him that the shots against him, felt like he was just able to deal with ease.
Yeah, and that might be just a part of it's the first preseason game. Let's not get anybody get crazy or hurt or anything. So I'll take that. Ricky mentioning, I don't know, this game seemed to be more about Vegas's cupboards being empty than the kids dominating. Two things could be right. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a bit of that.
Yeesh. Yeah, no, but overall, Vegas outshot the Sharks 24-21 in that frame. So yeah, some of them might be not the best in the world, but uh, you know. So let's get to the matter of this beforehand. So right before the game, Chris Bishelka tweets out that the Sharks have new banners. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. To me, I like to seeing the multiple amounts of the banners up there because of everything. Plus, always a good thing when you can show off the old logo, right? So we get that. However, so we'll put this up here, and now it's loading. Of course, it is. Thank you so much. So we get that, and I'm like, okay, I'm seeing that. So we've shrunk down the Thornton and Marlowe banners. They now match. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And we consolidate it down for the Pacific Division, President's Trophy, and the Western Conference champs. I'm glad they didn't put back the Western Conference regular season champs banner, because that would have been just a wholeheartedly be like, oh yeah, we were good in the regular season to be, you know. But then you kind of zoom in a little bit, and next thing you go, wait a second, what's going on here, gang? What are we doing? Hang on, let me kill the thing here. But as much as I would have loved to win the President's Trophy in 2015-16, we did not. We, like I was on the team. We didn't. The Sharks did not win the President's Trophy in 15-16. And I'm thinking to myself, Tyler, oh no, we're gonna get memed.
Yeah. Somebody didn't check, Elite
Someone didn't
Prospects
message me
or
about this.
yeah. I, I know that this had to go through multiple levels to get approved. That I would have hoped somebody would have caught that, but
Yeah.
we didn't win the President's Trophy the same year that we won the Western Conference champions.
Yeah.
Or we were the Western Conference champions.
Yeah. So Western Conference champions. That's right. All six division titles. Wow. I can't believe we're coming on to 15 years since the Sharks have last won a division title.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sound better if it's only 10?
Well, it sounds a little rough since it's been 10 years since we've made it to the final. That's the tough part. But guys, and I know Jonathan Becker's already gone on Twitter and said, yes, the new one is on the way. It's just in order.
Yeah.
You should have been able to do that, guys. Come on.
And here's hoping that the error was somehow on the banner side and not on the Sharks organization side, because sometimes that happens.
Let's hope so, because that is very much icing on the power play, and that is not good.
No.
Just a goof up on that part. So we'll see. A little fun, interesting part. The other thing too. Wait, I'll go back to this. I've seen a whole lot of fancy center ice designs. I mean, we've definitely seen it from Vegas throughout their history. I love Montreal's the one that they've done this year. Kept it the same. I like it down below. Why do I have a feeling that they're going to put in something else for opening night? I don't know. It just seems like there's going to be something else there soon for that. So
Yeah, they could certainly change it up for opening night. That would be a surprise because I haven't heard anything about it.
Well, it is the 35th anniversary. We've definitely seen leaks of hey, if they were to rock that jersey for the alumni nights, that'd be freaking awesome. I'm just
This
saying.
one's not 35 years old, but
I'm just saying that there's pucks and patches that have leaked out onto the internet. There we go. That have pretty much indicated that the Sharks are going to be doing something special. But hey, it's a patch; it can be added on at any time, just like the A's. So we had Toffoli, Leddy, and Kurashev wearing the alternates tonight. So
Oh, I only knew of two. Was there a third?
yeah, so
Okay.
Leddy, yeah, apparently Leddy, Toffoli, Kurashev, uh, and so yeah, they won it, but that's not the year. Exactly the point. Yeah. Yes. But well, it's here. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, it was a solid night all around. Hiccups here and there,
Mhm.
but all in all, a good one for opening night.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel if they are actually trying to move Letty as one of the alternate captains. I It's not like he's a terrible player for it. He's definitely got more experience than a lot of the Sharks do. But I definitely was thinking that they were having more of a plan for some of the younger players to be stepping up. I'm not surprised at all to see Toffoli have it. And you said Kurashev was the third?
Yeah.
For Kurashev, I'm not sure if that is more of an indication of what his role might be. If he's staying with the Sharks, or if that might be something that he's more going to be leadership with the Barracuda. I don't know where he's ending up because there's a lot of bodies and only so many spaces on the Sharks this year.
And let's be honest here too. I mean, you look at they had to put alternates on for the rookie face-off. I remember Colin Graff was one of them. So it could just be a one game thing. It's something maybe we don't read into it too much, but it's one of those things that we're waiting for this to kind of come together
Can
now.
we get an announcement?
We'll even take an announcement for an announcement. So,
Yeah.
your thoughts on Will Smith declaring that he's going to be a winger this year and he's not going to be a center?
I can't say I'm too surprised, especially with Michael Misa. I mean, I don't know where Smith would have fit as a center on this team. It definitely feels like we are trying to push Misa towards being that second line center. He could be a winger, but it doesn't feel like that's what the organization's really hoping for him to become. So I think it's just kind of one of those things of we always thought he would end up being a winger just because, first, he worked fantastic with Celebrini. And second, he would have to be the second line center at best. And that's if we didn't get a better second line center. And we've kind of done that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see that you now basically have your 1-2 set up, and barring anything crazy. So, and Stussy 446 saying, hey, and if Misa struggles, they can put him on the wing and let Smith roll with being the center too. I mean, yeah, and that's the great part. It's like Southwest Airlines; you have a lot of options.
Well, yeah, and absolutely. And again, the whole thing is that he's mostly going to be playing wing. I think they're absolutely going to have him being one of those players that they are going to be playing wing to somebody who mainly plays center. But you know what? Sometimes the center gets kicked out of the face-off dot, and somebody else will have to take face-offs. And once the play is going, positionally, it doesn't matter too much. Centers will play wing, wings will play center if that's what is needed in that play. So it's mostly training towards who's taking face-offs and, what you do for lineups.
And that's the big thing too. And the worst part too. And if it doesn't work with Smith as a center, or just putting him back on as a wing where he looks like he's going to be for most of the year, you always have Winberg before you trade him off somewhere. You know,
Oh, I really want Wenberg to be our third line center along with Graf.
I would like, that's a great problem to have. I think if we have Wenberger as a third liner would
I
be
know
great.
Wenberg probably doesn't like that, but
Sure, of course. But I mean, you have options, and yes, Brisbee Life, you're right. Southwest ain't got those options anymore. But just to have options if need be, if someone goes down or whatnot, we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting year. Can't wait to get through this year because it's gonna be a fun one. It should be. It's not gonna be enthusiastically better, but
Mhm.
honestly, I think it should be better.
Yeah. And I know that some people are saying that centers have different responsibilities for wings. I see both Paul and Danker saying that.
Yep.
And to a certain extent, you're absolutely right. Centers, positionally speaking, are going to be far more useful in a defensive position than a wing is because they're so far outside of the play versus being right in the center ice. However, this is more based on both player style and coaching style. You can have wingers play defense just as well as a center. It's all about back check and positioning.
Got it. You kind of went in and out a little bit.
Oh,
The
yeah, I've
headphones.
had a couple of connectivity issues today.
You're good. And yes, Evil Ducks. Please don't compare the Sharks to Southwest. I'm sorry. Okay. Uh, Kevin Way, tanking for Keaton Verhoff.
Part of me wishes. Keaton Verhoff does look like a premier right shot defenseman, which is exactly what we need. But to be completely honest, I don't know if the Sharks have what it takes to tank this year. There's a lot of rebuilding teams now.
A lot, and I think this squad is a lot better in
Mm-hmm.
terms of talent. No matter who's here or who gets called up or who goes down with injury, I think this team's a lot better. You saw it tonight alone, and yes, like you said, Tyler, there it wasn't exactly he was tested a lot, but still there is kind of that comfortness
Mm-hmm.
of Nedeljkovic, being that calm guy in net to
Yeah.
do things.
And he certainly struggled in places like Pittsburgh. But I remember when I first saw him playing in Carolina, and I'm sorry, he was lights out. He was fantastic, and it was definitely a different defensive structure than the Sharks have. But he's proven that he does know how to tend the net.
Yes. And he could use the Sharks as a bounce back for his career too. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right. Well, I think that should do it for us on this one. So, in case you missed anything or you want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcasts. The audio version will be up a little later this evening, of course. If you're watching us on YouTube, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That will let you know when we do go on the air, because as much as we can time it being finish at a 2.5 hour mark, it could go into a 30 round or 15 round shootout like it did, I think, a day or two ago for practice at the training camp. So you just never know. So just hit that notification bell when you have us go on there. Tyler, good to see you as well, my friend. Your final thoughts on this evening?
I simply am just excited to see how this squad fills out for the start of the season. I think that there's been so much discussion on who's going to finally make that lineup, and that, again, we were talking about it earlier, a lot of bodies, not a lot of spaces. And we're still trying to do those contract shenanigans. I still don't know how that's going to work out. But this team has been exciting in the offseason and is looking even better since they've played their rookie games and now a preseason game.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. The next preseason game, Friday against the Vegas Golden Knights. Okay. Um, we'll see. I will be out there for that, so I'll see you at the tank. Come and say hi. We might be seeing stuff that we haven't seen yet on Friday, so be on the lookout for that as well. So for Tyler, I am Puckguy. I will see you Friday following Sharks and Golden Knights, and until then, keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real teal. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you Friday for sure. Take care, everyone.